I call Matt Ducey.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. An honour to rise and speak to the Environment Canterbury Transitional Government's Arrangements Bill and its first reading. A bill that I support, and I'm looking forward to it being passed the first reading and to go to select committee, submissions and the legislative process. But I do want to raise today, Mr Speaker, just 4 points. And I think they're very key points when considering the context of this bill, Mr Speaker. And one is that what people like about this government is this government makes a decision and then acts. We saw that in the earthquake in Christchurch. There was talk about a lot of social problems coming out of the earthquakes. People were going to leave Christchurch, house prices were going to crash, jobs were going to be lost, but the government came in and provided a lot of certainty, security and stability. And like with ECAN, that was very dysfunctional, the government came in, made a decision and acted. And I think, Mr Speaker, when you contrast that to the opposition who make one decision and do the next, whether that be the flag referendum or TPPA, that's what the public want, Mr Speaker. That's what the people of Christchurch want, and that's what the people of Canterbury want. And like my colleague Nook Karako said, it was the National Party that won the party vote, not only in Christchurch, but in Canterbury, but in the whole of the South Island, Mr Speaker. I want to acknowledge the work of the ministers, the Honourable Dr Nick Smith, the Honourable Louise Upston, who went out with the document for public consultation. They took it round the councils. 6 out of 10 of them in support. My electorate, Waimakariri, is in support, Mr Speaker. They consulted with Ngāi Tahu, who are in support, and got public submissions which have led to the development of this bill. They say there is 2 positions in politics, Mr Speaker. One is time for a change, and the other is don't put this at risk. Well, this legislation, this bill, actually combines both, Mr Speaker. It gives us a change. We move towards a mixed model of governance, but it doesn't put the gains at risk, Mr Speaker. And as a new MP, I'm out in my electorate of Waimakariri, dealing with the very real environmental issues in Waimakariri. One of them around water management, the other is around working collaboratively in zone committees. And ECAN has shown leadership in those over the last few years, Mr Speaker, and it's a right that we support them and the people of Canterbury in protecting our environment. So I support this bill and commend it to the House. Thank you, Mr Speaker.